And everybody wanted to see Logan Paul versus, I guess, is anyone after he called everybody out. But let me tell you, man, I fell for the okie doke. I can't lie to y'all. I fell for the okie doke when Logan Paul made that statement, said he's ready to fight any football player. Logan Paul played me. I fell for the bait. I can't lie. I was all for it. I even said Logan Paul has a lot of heart. Boy, did I find out that was not true. After telling the world he could beat any football player in the boxing match, Logan Paul found a way to duck the smoke. And it is so obvious Logan Paul concocted the plan to make it seem as if he had the WWE call him to make sure he doesn't take the fight. That was terrible acting. That was a terrible concocted plan that they put together. I know it was a lot of pressure on him and he had to move fast. The internet and Twitter was taking over. So they was trying to do something very quick. And it looked awful. And what's so bad about that concocted plan that they tried to put together with Logan Paul waving the white flag? Because that's what it is at the end of the day. Logan Paul waved the white flag. He said, I bit off more than I can chew. And now I have to think twice about what I said. But it just so happened. Logan Paul gets a phone call from the WWE, his manager, someone representing the WWE, his agent, whoever he wants it to be. He all of a sudden getting a call while he's recording content, and then it was perfect timing that he can show the world that he's on the phone. I guess with the boss man telling him that he can't take this fight. It's in his contract. Man, I'm telling you, I guess I was wrong, man. I was hyping them up, showing them boys love. I guess I was wrong. I guess I was wrong.
What's up, Chris? There's a big time call.
Stop. Why? Can I ask why?
Well, I mean, one, we don't want you to get injured.
Bro, I'm not gonna get injured. These guys can't box.
I know, but it's just unnecessary risk. Like, you don't know if you slip, you fall. I mean, you don't want to risk any
No, Chris.
I get it. I know you're not. We appreciate all the hype, right? Like, we get you're doing your thing. That's great. But, like, we can't have you box. You're full-time WWE.
Chris! It's not, bro, it's not. Dude, these guys cannot box. They're football players. There's no risk.
I'm glad you feel that way. That's why you are who you are. But we are trying to eliminate that risk and look out for you. WrestleMania, we cannot be doing about.
What a great actor he is.
Oh,
right?
man. Is there any way I can convince you? What if I cut you guys, what if I cut the WWE in on my winnings? Because I'm going to make $2 million in a weekend.
We're good. We're good on the money.
We're good.
We just would prefer you not to be boxing.
Hey, my loyalty's with the WWE. I'm a good independent contractor, brother. Whatever
like,
you
get
guys
off the
need.
phone, man.
And if you need me to shut it down, I'll do it.
See you Monday.
All right, see you Monday, Chris. Bosses ain't happy. Shit.
I got myself into a situation.
At the end of the day, I'm a WWE superstar, and my loyalty is with the WWE. If I do not have their blessing to do some extracurricular activities that are unrelated to the WWE, like boxing, as much as I would love to do it, I gotta honor my job and my commitment to my profession. I understand the perspective. I obviously don't like it. I spent like 5 to 10K drafting the contract. That sucks,
Oh, my
bro.
goodness.
Bro, I had it drawn up. Oh no!
Again, man.
Fuck.
Bro, that's terrible. He really went through all that to try to prove that he wasn't a sucker. Man, he bit off more than he could chew, and then he realized, man, a lot of people was ready to put belt to ass, man. And I gave the Paul brothers, I gave them too much credit. I'm saying not the Paul brothers. I gave Logan Paul too much credit. You know, I said he had a lot of heart. I thought he was courageous. I looked at Logan Paul like he was an aggressive dog. Now, I ain't going to say that I've done a lot of homework on him and I'm very familiar with him, but from the things that I know that, he's very extreme. They not really scared to try a lot of different things. You know what I mean? I thought Logan Paul was an aggressive dog, but turned out he is a little poodle, especially once players told him to send that contract. This man said he spent $5K on drafting up contracts. This is the worst acting job I've seen on Twitter, on social media. That was terrible. And then how everything just played out. He had his speech ready. He was ready to say what needs to be said in his terms, not the real say what needs to be said. But yeah, man, he got the call. I mean, he hung up. I love WWE. I'm a subcontractor. My loyalty is to the WWE. And as soon as he hung up, he had the perfect speech. He knew exactly what to tell everybody. And thought we was going to fall for it. That was just the worst acting job. But shout out to Logan Paul's brother, Jake Paul. I respect Jake Paul. Jake Paul definitely has heart. He has a lot more heart than his brother. And Jake Paul, man, he got in the ring with Anthony Joshua, man, and he paid the price. But at the end of the day, I think that situation just came about. And Jake Paul didn't have no other choice. He was either going to back down or not take the fight and miss out on a bunch of money because the situation with Gervonta Davis, or he had to show that he had heart and step in there with Anthony Joshua. And he did that, but he paid the price, And yeah, man, like I said, I always thought both brothers was courageous. But Jake Paul, man, he didn't read the room correctly, man, when he thought it was a good idea to challenge NFL players to a fight, a boxing match. And one thing you can't do, man, you cannot play boxing. It's not a game. But if Logan Paul, if you really want to prove you didn't back down to fight Le'Veon Bell, then show the contract. That's all you have to do. You don't have to go through all of that acting, manipulating, concocting stories, trying to get everybody to go along with the game. Just avoid all of that. Just show the contract. Show the details in the contract where it stipulates that Logan Paul, a subcontractor, whatever you want to call yourself, with the WWE cannot participate in any extracurricular activities such as boxing, swimming, extreme sports. Show us. Just show us. That's all you have to do. Prove to everyone you didn't chicken shit out of this fight after you thought it was cute to call out football players. Even if there are stipulations in the contract, Logan Paul should have 100% understood that those stipulations was in the contract. And he should have never thought it was cool to call out football players and be a loudmouth. Yeah, you can call out Gronkowski. You can call out Tom Brady. Yeah, because they're not going to react how some of these aggressive dogs out here going to act. You know what I mean? And then you put money on the line. People love to gamble. People love to bet on themselves. And like I said, if those stipulations are in the contract, he has that much confidence in himself, then he should fight anyway. He shouldn't worry about being hurt or getting hurt because he's that good of a fighter. He understands that he's not going to get hurt. He knows how to protect himself. He knows how to move. He ain't going to slip. Nothing's going to happen. That contract shouldn't have mattered like that. Either you can box or you can't box. And Le'Veon Bell is like, man, forget the entire professional fight thing and the whole event. He's just like, man, set up a sparring match. You want to spar. They want to put them paws on you. You understand what I'm saying? And I think it's only fair, man. I think it's only fair that Logan Paul should have stood on business, man, after being loud and proud about. You know, one thing about people, man, that I learned in this world, football is the alpha of all sports, right? And it's the one sport that everyone wants to challenge football players or players in. Is the game of football. They want to challenge us physically. They want to challenge us in speed, just all different ways. Because I guess football is one of those. It's a challenging sport, man, and I guess it symbolizes, the aggressive nature of what a man's supposed to be, And the game of football, helps men out in so many different ways. But yeah, I think the people that didn't or wasn't able to make it and play football, some men just totally missed football. They totally regret it. I mean, Little League, high school, college, they wasn't able to play football anywhere. And they just totally regret it and are mad about it. Man, NFL players that's currently in the NFL making a bunch of money really have stipulations in their contract, right? And of course, Logan Paul and a lot of other people probably understood that. And so, like I said, he thought it was cute. He thought he read the room correctly, and he thought he can call out football players and not have a rebuttal, And he got what he was asking for. He had to back down, man. That is crazy. I can't believe that I actually fell for it, and I thought that he was going to step up to the plate. You got a gym out there in Puerto Rico, like you said, I'll fly you out. That was the things that fooled me. He said he had his own gym. I know his brother Jake Paul is a fighter. So I'm thinking they out there actually training to fight. Kill or be killed type fight. Man, they out there training for WWE. They out there training in Puerto Rico for entertainment purposes only.